Senator Martin.
Thank you. Leader, I guess I will respectfully disagree about the growing confidence in the finance minister. In fact, it's the opposite of that, especially when, in this chamber, when he tweets the night before about what small businesses, helping small businesses, making them wait again when they had already been waiting for months for his support. So I'm not saying his department isn't working, but at the same time, I'm just questioning the minister's priorities. And in fact, when he appeared before the House Committee that very day, he remembered the $41,000 he had received from we just hours before the committee appearance. So these are all very clear examples of why we are losing trust in the finance minister. And at a recent press conference, the Prime Minister said, quote, "We're still making determinations about what further openness we can show." End quote. So my question, Leader, is every mandate letter from the Prime Minister to his cabinet states they're expected to raise the bar on openness, effectiveness, and transparency in government. When it comes to the WE contract, why is your government choosing secrecy and stonewalling?
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question. I respectfully disagree with the premise of your question. The Prime Minister and the Finance Minister quickly acknowledged the mistake that they made with regard to recusal. And as this chamber knows, and as the government has stated on numerous occasions, in order to address the crisis that overtook us in this country, the government did everything it could to provide support to Canadians as quickly as possible. And as the government acknowledged, and as we have dealt with in this chamber on a number of occasions, that's required adjustments. That speed rather than perfection had to be the order of the day, and I think Canadians have benefited from the speed with which this government addressed the crisis into which we plummeted. So this government remains committed to transparency and openness. The Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance are cooperating fully with the Ethics Commissioner. The Ethics Commissioner has the tools and the credibility to look into this matter, and this chamber should remain confident that the proper procedures will be followed by the Ethics Commissioner, and that the government will continue to cooperate in these matters.
Senator Martin.
Yes, so that's actually a perfect segue to my supplementary, which relates to the report which found the Prime Minister had broken the Conflict of Interest Act in relation to SNC Lavalin scandal. So the Ethics Commissioner stated witnesses were constrained in their ability to provide evidence due to the government's decision to deny his office access to cabinet confidences. So, Leader, for this year's investigation by the Ethics Commissioner into the Prime Minister's conduct, and you yourself just said that they are absolutely committed to openness and transparency. Will your government provide true openness and transparency and commit to waiving all cabinet confidences in relation to the contribution agreement awarded to the WE Charity Foundation?
Well, thank you for your question. I'm not in a position to give that undertaking in response to your question, but I do repeat that the government is committed to working in an open and transparent fashion with the Ethics Commissioner, and indeed with the 3 committees in the House of Commons that are inquiring into this matter. And indeed, I was advised just today, as many of us assumed would be the case, that both the Prime Minister and his Chief of Staff have expressed their willingness to appear before the Finance Committee in the other place and to answer all questions.